Hi.
Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll run on first down. It's Moody. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd and 9. Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. To throw is Jackson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. On first down, Moody. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 33. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Moody. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 8. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A handoff to McAllister. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers 16. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the give, McAllister with it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. It's Young off play action. He completes it to Hunter. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Young on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the shotgun, it's Young. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here as so now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, set, 10 black, ball red.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now here's Young. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. And the slot man goes in motion left. A first down carry here for Johnson. Spinning away. They'll get this down to the 38. The Panthers at 10-1 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunter. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Off the play fake, Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing, Young. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. On 1st and 10, Young. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Hunter now will go in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Hunter. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And able to get this to the 31. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. This is 2nd and 8. Again, it's Johnson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Set punt. Blue 32.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterward. I know he was trying to make a play, but that time he ends up drawing the flag.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 30 yards there.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man complete. It's Hunter. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. It's Hunter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
first down. He'll drop to throw it. And connecting here with DJ Chark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run on first down. It's Moore. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Second and 4. That's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to get it back here. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. High throw, but the catch is made. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Okay, right?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. An impressive catch by Shenault. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw again. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. They go play action here on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Chart the motion man right. On first down, it's Banks. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a couple. Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. So the 3rd quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right. That is caught. He's got the first down and more. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right, because once he took off.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this when he's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Young. He finds his man, complete. That's Hunter. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
1st down, Young. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Panthers extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think
we are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. Young looks to throw on first down. Throw across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And now they're in the hurry up. Second and 1. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hunter. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty's not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
They had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get... Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll look to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it. And it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Down. 10 black.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got?
Blue strike.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Mike Shift, 33. 33. Bring it. Bring it.
Ready.
Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Now a pause. There's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Check pink.
They hand this off to Harris, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Safety's creeping. Check.
Red cycle.
Mike Shift, 33. 33.
Ready, go.
They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. The ball comes out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his... Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? And Young's going to throw it here. High throw, but he makes the catch. A good pickup there at 22. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will.
This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after